obviously, I've not chosen to mince words on the subject of BioWare. No, I like you to swallow those fuckers whole. It kind of gets me off. But my borderline illegal fetishes notwithstanding, the last 2 weeks have been very illuminating, both for current and former BioWare fans alike. A little over a week ago, it was disseminated to the unwashed masses that joint CEOs of BioWare, and here I'm admitting my outright ignorance at how to correctly pronounce these men's respective nomenclature, but Ray Muzyka and Greg Zashuk had elected to resign from their respective posts fucking simultaneously. Now, why is this major news? Because these two fellows also happened to found the fucking company in question. Alright, this is the Canadian equivalent of Shigeru Miyamoto taking his greasy face and Meg Ryan haircut and leaving the big N for Microsoft or some shit. This is motherfucking original Xbox huge, okay? Spoonie's therapy bill's huge. Doug Walker's forehead, huge. Given a perfunctory appraisal, I was willing to accept the premise that maybe Greg and Ray were dragooned from their perch atop the shit pile by some cabal of overzealous bean counters, people with the abacus set permanently in the light blue column. That was until the pendulum swung again this past week when we were informed that one of the largest likely contributing factors to their self-afflicted dismissal may have in fact been the negative reception afforded their recent deeply artistic offerings in the form of Dragon Age 2, Mass Effect 3, and the greatest single-player MMO ever made, Knights of the Free-to-Play Republic. In essence, the former BioWare employee who floated this story whirled in place to point the finger directly at the fans themselves before wagging his index finger to and fro Abu Bat style and repeating the words, "You're a very bad man. Very, very bad man." No, perk your ears and pucker your anuses, you vacillating faux journalistic fuck shits. Blaming the fans for the company's declining fortunes in the wake of a declining quality of product is like blaming moviegoers for the fact that Michael Bay's films suck baffling amounts of ass. Sure, let's all huff paint with fucking BioWare. I blame the desert for illegal immigration. I blame camouflage shirt manufacturers for war. Blow it at your narrow assholes, you appallingly idiotic revisionist butt plugs. Granted, I recognize that working for a company so ass backwards they list dyslexia as a job requirement is hardly a cakewalk, but Peter fucking North doesn't project this fucking far. Do yourself a favor and rejoin the kingdom of man. Reality can be an unforgiving mistress, it's true, but it invariably holds the keys to your salvation as well. I want BioWare to do well. My very first foray into reviewing their output, specifically speaking my Dragon Age Origins review, was as glowingly positive as anything I've ever done, and I'd be more than happy to bask in the afterglow of the resultant touchless orgasm were BioWare to once again attain the fully engorged heights of their former repute with Dragon Age 3. And might I advance the radical theory that had they mitigated their own greed prior to swan diving into the swirling ocean of yearly cash-in sequels, they might not have found themselves at the base of the commercial Mariana Trench now that the entire pool has been sucked drier than Yahtzee's comedic delivery. While it would be an outright lie to claim I've derived no enjoyment whatsoever from watching a company that has long since extended a bony middle digit in my direction, receiving the comeuppance with fucking interest, that doesn't mean I delight in the company's further degradation. In short, we fans are not the problem. In fact, no one is pulling for you any harder. You think audience-generated petitions imploring you to finish the game you fucking shipped are rough to deal with? Yeah, well, try crossing the yellow tape on over to our side and paying $60 goddamn for 4 shitty BioWare releases in a row. Try being fed a steady diet of empty promises for 3 straight fucking years and then having your every attempt to call attention to them quashed by BioWare's leering digital despot Stanley fucking Wu. Try being an Xbox 360 owner who watches in dismay as PS3 fucking owners are handed over $100 worth of DLC on their Mass Effect 2 fucking discs gratis. You have solicited this reaction through your own avaricious indulgence. You opted to put your mouth where EA's money is. Don't blame us for pointing out the disappointing aftertaste. I'm Razorfist. Good luck and God fucking speed.